and
Thank
welcome.
you, Yves. Hello, everybody. Many thanks for the invitation. Yves, Adria, UCLG, IODP. I'm very excited too to be here and to present you the participatory budgeting of Bordeaux. So I would like to introduce my presentation with key figures and big theme about Bordeaux. So the city is located in the department called Gironde and located in the big area called Nouvelle-Aquitaine. Bordeaux is the sixth French city if we compare with urban areas. The demographic dynamism of Bordeaux is really good because we had a population growth of 5.3% between 2011 and 2016, which is again a big result. And in Bordeaux, we have 256,000 inhabitants, comparing to the quite 800,000 of the urban area called Bordeaux Métropole. And this K is important for us because it shows how Bordeaux is quite a little city at the end. And it's not because we are a little city that the sustainable development and the idea of vulnerability was not important for inhabitants of Bordeaux. And with the area, we have the kind of same contrast. Bordeaux is a kind of little city with 50 square meter, quite 50 square meter superficie compared to the quite 600 of the metropole area. Which is important in Bordeaux, actually, is the new political majority with environmentalists since July 2020, which show maybe how the vulnerability and the climate change have been important for Bordeaux inhabitants. So next slide. Thank you. Yes, in this slide, I would like to show you how we have a shared diagnosis in Bordeaux, which explains the vulnerability of climate change and the feel for people to live in a city, in a vulnerable city, as if we are a little one. And one of the main explanation is because we are located next to the Garonne River, which is an estuary, and geographically, Bordeaux from years now are suffering from many effects of the climate change. For example, we have each year now floods, droughts, bad weather. We have the problem now in really important in people feeling is the full self-sufficiency, and which have been increased by the problem of pandemic situation, which have been thinking that maybe we didn't have any sufficiency to have food in the city. And one of the problems in Bordeaux now is the idea of mineral city, which is contrary to all the public spaces we developed from 10 or 20 years thanks to the tramway project. In fact, the town planning of Bordeaux was really mineral in idea to improve the mobility. But now we understood that we create kind of mineral city situation, and people are suffering with the idea that they don't have any nature, any vegetation in our public spaces. So I would like to show you that, of course, our subject for this first edition of participatory budgeting was sustainable development. And to make it happen, to make it grow, we had an investment budget of 2.5 million euros. So next slide, please. With this slide, the idea was to show you main project and main data of the Bordeaux participatory budgeting. So we begin for this first edition with 107 submitted projects, and we were quite happy and proud of this data, because it was our first participatory budgeting. At the end, we had 134 submitted projects to vote and 13,000 votes, so quite 5% of participation, which was a good data too. And today we have 41 winners project to realize by July 2021. So July 2021 is tomorrow. So we are now in an active period to make all the projects realized as soon as possible. So with these pictures, not just before Eve.
Hang on. Sorry for that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
And you have 4 minutes left.
Okay, right. Thank you. So in these 5 pictures, I would like to show you concretely what and how the project are built in Bordeaux. So the first one on the left is an inauguration of a bicycle pump project. So now, thanks to the participatory budgeting, we have 10 bicycle pumps in Bordeaux. And this project is interesting because it has been built between the inhabitant project leaders and the administration to find the good location in Bordeaux to put this bicycle pump. And this exchange, this dialogue between the part administration and the citizen activity have been really strong and make the project realized and with lots of success now. On the bottom on the left, we have an inauguration of Wild Bee House, and in this project, what was important is the idea of pedagogical process of the project, because before it was a beehive project, and scientists who help us in this project show us and explain us that it was not really interesting for biodiversity to develop beehive, but it was more interesting and more pertinent to have a wild bee house in public spaces. So we had this process with people to discuss, and it was really interesting too. At the middle, we have free trees. Now we have 200,000 euros invested in Bordeaux for the plantation of free trees, thanks to participatory budgeting. And which is important in this project is to show how full self-sufficiency, I spoke of this subject just before, but the idea of a nutritive city is now important for people and for inhabitants of Bordeaux, of course. And the last one is pictures before and after, and show us the one of a public space will be transformed thanks to participatory budgeting. So it's nature inside public spaces with trees and lots of vegetation. We will transform this place.
Yep, you have 1 minute, a little less than 1 minute. So if you can wrap up, yep.
Thank you, Yves. So I will be really quick. So the 3 or 4 key ideas we have in the study and we find really interesting. The first one is awareness, how participatory budgetation can have a youth awareness potential in citizens. The second one is the idea of create a common, and thank you, Yves, because with this study, we understood that we are not the only one we are with our sensitive participatory budgeting, and as if Bordeaux is not one of the more vulnerability area in the world, it's important to see how the solidarity and how we share kind of objective to help people to find solution to climate change. The heterogeneity is interesting in this study because it shows how lots of solutions emerge, but as if there are lots of solutions, there are still a typology which shows the idea of common we have in second ID. And at the end, I would like to finish my presentation with the idea of the good scale. If I don't know if there is a good scale to make a participatory budgeting, and we are all together today with different scale to develop participatory budgeting, and I think it's really important. But I'm quite sure that in France, municipality scale is a really good one because it helps make citizens participate around them. However, sometimes there are political changes, but maybe PB have to be more political, strongly developed to pass the political changes with facility, because there are local and citizen projects, and it's important to develop them at the end. Thank you very much, Yves.